I've got such a heartwarming story for you now, and trust me, it will give you goosebumps. This is a spooky tale about a cat called Felix. But one cold and snowy night in 2013, Felix, aged 2.5, disappeared and didn't come home. His parents feared the worst because cars were skidding everywhere and they thought he'd probably got hit by a car. Lots and lots of time went by and they'd given up hope of Felix ever coming back. So they took in another cat and adopted another stray to keep their dog company. Let's fast forward to 6 years later. On May the 23rd in 2019, Jenny, who was Felix's mum, got a phone call from the vet to say that they had Felix. He'd been living 10 minutes down the road from them with a man who'd adopted him, and he'd had him for the last 3 years. There was no known history of the previous 3 years, but he'd developed cat flu. So the man took him to the vet, and the vet routinely scanned him and found that he was owned by Jen. And then they got in touch. Are you ready for the goosebumps now? A few years previously, Jen's dad, Dave, sadly passed away. Felix was reunited with Jen on May the 23rd, which was on the day that her dad had sadly passed away. When Jen spoke to the gentleman who'd looked after Felix for 3 years, she asked him what he'd called Felix, and he'd called him Dave. So, I just get goosebumps each time I think about that happening. So that's a fabulous, heartwarming story, and it just shows the benefit of microchipping your cat. So, from next year, it's going to be law that all cats have to be microchipped. It's a simple, painless procedure, and it's over in seconds. So please microchip your pets. And not only that, make sure you check your chips. Make sure that you check that your database holder is up to date. So if you move house, put it on your to-do list to update the cat's details on there. So I hope you've enjoyed this story. I loved it and I just had to share. And thank you to Jen for letting me have this story and be able to share it. And I hope you've enjoyed the photographs of Felix as a kitten, and just look at him now.